Hello all, I hope you are all well. Let's just make sure I've got everything in the rightish volume. Yeah, I'm playing Star Trek Resurgence again, so I'm going to just try to finish, not necessarily finish that, get the I'm going through the story. When I say I've started to think that, I am going to be bringing to the channel a couple of new games for me, different things I'm going to stream. So I will talk about that throughout the stream. I'm just making sure I have got my chat up and running. So that's all good. If anybody does hear or see any issues, please do give me a shout. It's always good to know. Let's get that off the screen. Anyway, let's get into that. I'm going to try to remember where I am on that one. We get to play, or I get to play two different characters in this. Lower decker and a upper decker, I suppose, or one member of the bridge crew. So that will be the first officer currently. I'm going to go into this. Hopefully, when I exited, I had a feeling it may not have saved in the place I wanted it to. So hopefully it has. If not, we'll get to replay some of the bit we did last week. So let's go and see it. I'll get it underway. Ooh, I was hoping to jump quicker into the story there. Oh no, I think this is okay. So let's see what this has to say. Nice ship though. Okay. There we
Four warp cores. That's interesting.
Redundancy. If one goes down in battle, we can still operate.
Makes this more difficult, though.
This ship can maintain warp with half the cores offline. We'll need to disable 3 of them.
Where are the engine schematics? Power flow routing charts.
We're soldiers, not engineers. I thought you
I'd like to say
would know what to do.
I'm an engineer, no, doctor, not an engineer.
Operated under normal conditions, but not the intricacies.
You're in good hands. We can do this.
I trust that you can.
You at least know where we should start?
This way.
So sabotage the warp cores. Basically, we have to get off the ship as well as stopping it from doing its horrible thing, which I can't remember its exact thing at the moment, but it's not good. I'll try to remember as the story goes on. I'm sure it'll come to me. Oh, there we are. That's okay. That's cool. Hey, Max T-Rex. Welcome to the chat. Yeah, this is my second playthrough of it. I think it's really, really fun. It's the first Star Trek game that's made me feel... Okay, I haven't played many Star Trek games, but it's the first Star Trek game that's made me feel like I am part of the... Didn't I just go up to that? Part of the crew. Part of... Actually serving on a ship. Anyway, let's go and find those... Whatever we're supposed to be finding, the 4 warp cores. And I think it's a really enjoyable story. Is this what we have to... Yeah, so get to play this guy here, which is one of the lower... Hey, don't turn around, I'm showing you off. One of the lower... Oh, for crying out loud. One of the lower deck members of staff, lower deckers. I think he's a chief petty officer. And then we'll get to the first officer in a minute. Come on. We've got to find something to be able to do. They sent us down there a minute ago. Let's go back up again. Yeah. Yeah, so get to play a couple of characters and see the different aspects of the crew. Yeah, I thought it was something we were doing with this, but what am I missing, guys? Am I missing something completely obvious here? It's not asking me to take a tricorder out or anything like that. Okay. Fair enough. I was wondering what that was exactly for, but yeah. Oh. Cutscene. Walk there for a cutscene. Yeah, no, I have a habit of doing that with characters when they're not behaving or not doing what I expected to do. Okay. Normally targeted. Let's scan. That's something else to scan. Yeah, you get to play with a tricorder as well. Have a go at the same. Have a go at some stuff. Well, I think the chem button is doing something. Oh, so. Coolant regulator. The thermostatic sensor relay temperature signals to automate coolant valve controls. Fair enough. Have you got that, guys? Anyway. Yeah, I thought I'd done here, isn't it? Oh, right click.
Really?
Follow the destruction.
Makes sense, since they've been producing at max output since we left Otari space.
No ship can run for very long like that. Not before a catastrophic failure hits.
It's right on the edge. We just need to figure out a way to give it a push.
Bet that console down there could tell us a few things.
I'm sure it can. And Otari are the one of the species that are in this. Not on about the guys we're playing, the human and the troll, but here.
Whatever we do, we need to make sure that Takan can't undo it.
So we need a way to permanently disable the reactors that won't destroy the ship and kill us all in the process.
You thinking what I'm thinking?
Warp core ejection. So the question is, how do we make it happen?
Actually, Max T-Rex. I just realised it's like, yeah, that's not the name you had last time you were on. Definitely not. I don't know why that suddenly dawned on me. What do you prefer to be called out of that? Or out of anything?
The reactor coolant system is operating at emergency containment levels.
It's just barely keeping the temperature in check.
Maybe we can use that. If it gets this high, their system considers a reactor breach imminent.
And actually, that's a curiosity question. I'm going to call same X for the minute, unless you change, just because to keep it short. Yeah, you played not necessarily played Star Trek, are you? Are you a Star Trek fan and watch any of the shows?
Look much different from the Resolute. Breach protection. Reduce output, command override. Cease matter, antimatter flow, command override. Emergency warp core ejection. Computer control.
Even command functions can't override one of the most crucial safety measures.
So the protocol's still active. That's good. Looks like if sensors show a core is about to rupture, the computer will eject it automatically rather than risk a breach.
So we need to increase the warp core's temperatures.
If we destroy the coolant regulators, there won't be anything to keep these reactors from going over.
And it will trigger the ejection. Let's peel these suckers open. I'll take that one.
I'll take the one next to it.
The second you two start dumping cores, the Takan will know we're here.
We'll be vulnerable. Stuck in one place while you work.
We will have to make a stand.
Well, here's the good news. I'm at my best when I'm under pressure.
We'll barricade the door. Work quickly.
So the choice. The Mex T-Rex came about because I'm half Mexican, half British, so T, of course. I'm sorry, my camera's up there. It's usually over there, but the chat's there. Came about, and you love dinosaurs. But I am happy with Mex. It's easier. Better than Xiomara or Osorio. I apologise. I hope I can make you giggle below. But yeah, no, I like the name. Like the name. I was wondering, would it be better T-Mex like Tex-Mech or Mech-Tech? No, anyway, it doesn't matter. I used to watch Star Trek as a kid, and have only recently started getting back into it, so I've forgotten so much. Please don't. No, no judgment here. Even though you've missed something great in your life for so long. Anyway, I'm supposed to be doing something, aren't I? Yeah.
We might not have our tools, but our phasers can do this in a pinch.
Okay, let's do some pinching. Okay, that does sound wrong when I say that out loud.
We better get this right. If we foul it up and this whole thing goes boom.
Yeah, it's definitely got some catching up to do,
how much
but
damage that Cortabula will do.
I would love to go through some of this again for the first time.
There goes the galaxy.
Could be that bad.
We'll get it right.
No, completely
It's not a
enjoy
Starfleet warp core,
everything.
but the coolant regulator has to be in here somewhere.
Okay. Oh, there we go. Let's go. I keep enjoying these. Like I'm having to try to keep the mouse in the circle, keep putting it away. These little mini side quest things. Oops, there we are. Oops, there we go.
There you are. Time to heat things up.
Okay, heat you up then.
Warning. Warning. Warp core output at critical level. Ejecting core.
Bye-bye, core.
Now they're definitely gonna know we're down here.
Warp core output at critical level. Ejecting core.
Just one more to go.
They're here.
Jim calls you Osorio, if that's easier, but honestly, your choice, so that you don't mind. As long as I'm not causing offence, I do not mind.
Okay, same as before. We just gotta...
Boom, okay. Well, hello there. Sorry, wrong franchise. Duck. Okay. Oh, be careful, don't die. Pay attention. Let's have a go at somebody. Oh, ow. There we are.
Go! Finish!
Oh. I've missed a lot of that. I'm going to have to scroll back up the chat to see what's going on. But welcome, Gem. Welcome. I hope you're well.
Hey! Would you mind not shooting at the matter-antimatter reactor?
I agree with her. It's very rude.
I'll cover you.
What? No!
Get the warp core done, or we're all dead.
Yeah, what were we talking about? We missed, realised Osorio was missing a lot of Trek in her life. And we were talking about her current name of Max T-Rex. Okay, and I'm getting them in shot to Yeah, I'm not. Not going well for me. Oh, or her. Okay. Damn it. Okay.
I'll cover you.
What? No!
Get the warp core done, or we're all dead.
We've been dead once. What's the worst that can happen?
Federation fools.
Oh, okay, I've got to pay attention. Ignore chat for the minute. Sorry, guys, I've got to ignore you for a bit. Well, I think I've got it this time. Oh, shoot. Hey, okay.
Warp
Pay
core
attention.
output at critical level. Ejecting core.
Bye-bye, core.
Warp drive disengaged.
You did it.
Oh, what can I say? Oh. Heroic job.
I think so.
Oh. Ouch.
Itasca, can you climb?
Maybe.
I'll see you on the parade grounds of Sorella, my friend.
So technically there are 3 species here. These guys, the green guys, and a species that taken over both of them. So, oh, and us of course. So, oh, out. Oh no, I agree.
You want me? I'm right here.
Yeah, I don't remember it being that bad before, but...
Not you too.
Calm yourself, child.
To be honest, I got no idea what a Mexican pool cleaner looks like, to tell you the truth.
It will all be better soon.
Ooh.
Wake up, Monk.
Okay, I suppose I had that coming, Jem, to be honest.
Return to us. Rejoin the flame.
To reclaim what was lost.
We don't need to watch this.
I do. I want to remember every moment when I make them pay. But this isn't the end. I will avenge Itasca. Swear to me, you will join me in this.
How about we try to save her?
That's a dream.
As long as she's alive and her memories are still in there, there's still hope.
Hope is what you turn to when you have nothing left you can do. And there's still something I can do for Itasca. And I shall.
Ooh. Do you know, one thing I do like is those titles, the Star Trek titles, the Next Generation style.
There's so much I want to ask you.
There's so little I can tell you. I'm a portal, not a scientist, but I'll certainly do my best. I can only assume this is one of your older starships. One would think, given the importance of your mission, they might send a ship of a more recent vintage. But, apparently not.
The Resolute is primarily a research vessel, if that's what you mean. Not a warship.
Although she has been known to hold her own in a fight.
Against what?
Portal 64, and this guy's been extremely rude about my ship. Okay, I'm the first officer ship, but still.
Something wrong?
Not at all. The galaxy has grown more diverse since the days of the Takon Empire.
Because you conquered everyone who didn't look like you.
To the contrary. Most lesser civilizations willingly join the Empire to enjoy the benefits of an advanced way of life.
I think it's called Portal
But
64.
that expansion came with its
It's
own set
the
of
guy's
problems,
name.
So I admire your ability to diversify without creating conflict. That was always our challenge. And perhaps, ultimately, our downfall.
The Federation prides itself on its inclusiveness. I'd say it's one of our greatest strengths.
As the Vulcans say, infinite diversity in infinite combinations.
Interesting. I'd be curious to meet one of these Vulcans.
So I'm scrolling through
If
chat.
this is better to have, then so be it. To locate this scion, Galvan, I'll need full access to your ship's systems.
Full access?
Huh. You must be out of your mind.
No, I'm right here, completely in my mind. Given this is
Ba-boom,
merely
Tish.
a research ship, I won't be able to find him without it. Perhaps I should have made that clear up front. I'll need to make certain modifications.
I'll get back to you in a second.
That's going to be a problem.
Then I'm sorry. I'm afraid I won't be able to help you.
We'll talk to Captain Solano about it.
I'll see you on the bridge.
I forgot.
Captain
Turner.
Solano, I'd like to introduce you to Portal 63, Guardian of the
63.
Takon Empire.
Pleasure to meet you, Captain.
Likewise. I can't say I've ever met a portal before. There is no modern equivalent. Not within the Federation, at least.
I've learned it's a very prestigious position in Takon society. Or was, I suppose. Not just anyone is selected for the role.
And fewer still are suited for it.
How impressive. You spent 600,000 years at your post. That certainly takes an uncommon level of dedication.
We all have our duty.
Of course. But I'm curious. You were stationed there in preparation for what, exactly?
Any and all threats to the Empire.
An empire that no longer exists. Which suggests you weren't very successful.
You said you needed my help. I didn't come here to be insulted. Perhaps that was a mistake. I'd be happy to return to Delphi Ardu at any time.
Of course, the fall of the Empire had nothing to do with you. We know that.
Do you? Because it seems your captain has a different opinion.
I'm merely curious where your allegiances might lie. And clearly it's with the Takon.
Yes, Captain. You have found me out and exposed my true loyalties. To the Takon, not to the Scions of the Flame, who do nothing more than tarnish us in name and reputation and don't deserve to be called Takon. That's why I'm here. And if you'd be so kind as to give me access to your ship's systems, we can get on with it. And you can stop wasting my time.
Access to our systems? That's completely out of the question. Tell me that's not what you promised. We're vulnerable enough as it is. And now we're supposed to give him access to everything? Ridiculous.
Captain, I understand your concern, and I don't necessarily disagree.
She did warn me there'd be some resistance. I didn't realize it would be rooted in such ignorance.
If you're not enjoying your visit to our ship, we'd be more than happy to let you wither away back on your pathetic little rock.
Captain?
You clearly do not appreciate the magnitude of the threat the Scions pose. So myopic is your focus on your own ego. I will not be leaving until they have been found.
Commander Rydek, a word.
Ooh, definitely being a bit... I don't usually swear on my chats, but...
600,000 years for this.
You realize
Definitely
this puts
being a
me in an
twat.
incredibly difficult position. I was against seeking him out from the start, but now, to give him access to our systems? It's insane. And you somehow expect me to believe his allegiance is with us? You heard what he said in there. There's no way we can trust him.
I might otherwise agree, but you're missing the most important point. He's a Takan, and he may be loyal to the Takan, but not to the Scions of the Flame. He's against everything they believe in. You heard what he said.
There's too much at stake to be wrong on this.
We sought him out for a reason. To help him find our missing crew, Galvin, and those Elydian ships. This is the plan we agreed to with Ambassador Spock.
Which I never liked. But here we are. You know what this mission means to us. Not just for the Federation, but for me personally. I can't afford another screw-up. Losing the shield algorithms was bad enough. This could be the end of my career.
Captain, you have my word. I will do everything within my power to protect you.
I appreciate that. It's not just my career on the line here. It's both of ours. I'm going to trust your instincts on this one. I just hope you're right. For both of our sakes. Let me know if you find anything.
We're good. You may begin.
I will, of course, have to make a few modifications.
What kind of modifications?
To find Taconian technology requires Taconian technology. If this Scion Galavan modified his ships, then I must do likewise to yours.
The chief engineer's not going to be happy.
The galaxy is nearly infinite in size and complexity. This may take a moment.
Oh yeah, by the way, Jem, it is from the episode of Last Outpost. Season 1, I think.
What is it? Galvin?
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's almost a sequel from that.
I can't get the precise bearings, but it's located in the Palisades cluster.
I'll let the captain know. Rydek to Solano. I think Portal may have located Galvin.
I'll be right there.
I'm getting all kinds of interference. Almost impossible to lock on the energy signature.
Where's he hiding?
In the Palisades cluster.
Interesting. Can you lock in on the location?
Not until you get me closer.
The series The Next Generation.
Set a course for the Palisades
TNG.
cluster.
Aye, Captain.
Well, I suppose I owe you an apology. You were right after all. That's what I get for questioning the advice of my first officer. You always have my back.
They say the true measure of a leader is being able to admit your mistakes. So thank you.
Next time I'll do a better job of listening. Nice work. Let me know if you find anything more.
Will do. What's wrong?
I didn't want to say anything until I was certain. But the reason for the interference is simple. There's a Taconian device on this ship being used to block the signal. Whoever planted it was exceptionally clever. They knew how and where to hide it. But they have underestimated my abilities.
Engineering.
Take care of the Taconian device.
Makes sense.
I can find Galvan for you. It's designed to interfere with all transmissions, or at least delay and confuse the effort to find Galvan's ship.
Why would you trust me with this?
I cannot be sure I trust anyone on this ship, but you and I came to an understanding on Delphi Ardu. That will have to be enough.
Don't worry, I'll get this fixed. We're going to find that ship.
Yeah, yes, the episode where you had the first appearance of the
Engineers would have
Ferengis.
found this device already if it wasn't well hidden. Better to rely on my tricorder.
Okay, that's cool.
There's a lot of noise in here. I should scan the device putting out the most radiation to filter it out.
Something over there by the looks of things. Probably have to get nearer. Is there anything around here? Excuse me, guys. Just scanning. Okay.
That's better. Most other radiation sources in here are well contained. There's definitely tetrametric radiation nearby. But even with the gain boosted, it's getting drowned out by other sources of radiation in here.
Oh, if you don't remember the episode, I'm gonna explode. Yeah. Oh, sorry. Did you want me to explain the original episode, or Gem? Yeah, it's called the Last Outpost. You had the Enterprise and a Ferengi ship got froze by something, or it was the planet by the portal. Sorry, spoiler alert for a Star Trek episode that was from the 80s. Then you came down on this planet, Ferengis and crew from the Enterprise. William Riker, Geordie LaForge, I think.
A little bit
possibly
of harmless radiation.
Data and Tasha
Good enough to
Yar, I
mask
think.
the tetrametric pulses. Easy enough to cancel out.
Yeah, the
There's
Last
still
Outpost.
something drowning out the
Yeah,
tetrametric
sorry, I got my.
radiation. I need to find it so I could filter.
Do I
it out
need to
as
move
well.
my mic? Because I've got it in a different position than I usually have. I'm going to move that. Because I'm usually good talking over here, so hopefully that will be better. No, don't mean to press that. Yeah, it's the guy from, that's the portal from that. We got to meet him in that episode. I was have to look by them side by side, but I'm pretty sure that's yeah. "90 days." Oh, hello there, Shadow Cat. Welcome. Yes, he is that character. Anyway,
Check
yeah.
these tubes thump harmonics from all over the ship. I'll filter that out. There we go. I'm getting a clear tetrametric signal now.
Yeah. So 2 seconds, just looking at chat. A second. Yeah, so welcome to Shadow Cat on YouTube. If you hear me talking to other people, it's because they're on. I stream on YouTube and YouTube and Twitch. So yeah, he's that character from that episode. Yeah. Anyway, I need to find more radiation. Where have I not, Beta? I hope you're alright, D. Yeah, I'm on I'm on Twitch and YouTube at the same time. Was this stream. So I've got a couple of lovely people in the Twitch stream called Gem and Mex T Rex. Lovely people they are. And I've got Shadow Cat, who I'm presuming I've remembered the right person there. I hope I have from your picture. I've got Shadow Cat, who does a little bit of Acton Cthulhu, where a role-playing game was made on a Saturday.
Excuse me, do you belong here?
Yes, I'm the first officer.
I'm sorry, I didn't know it was you.
Oh, good.
Calloway, right?
Yes, it means a lot that you remembered. What, are you doing back here? I don't mean to pry, but first officers don't usually go digging around engineering compartments.
Just a routine systems check. We've been having problems with our comms lately.
Oh, that's news to me. I haven't heard anything about it.
Probably because the comm system isn't working. Have you seen anyone else in here recently that might seem out of the ordinary? Maybe someone who doesn't work in engineering.
Not that I can think of, but I can ask around. I'm here almost all the time, but maybe someone else noticed something?
That would be great. Just be discreet about it. I don't want anyone to be alarmed.
Discretion is my specialty. Well, I'll leave you alone already.
Yeah, see you later, Jim.
Come to think of it, that Hotari woman was down here earlier with Dr. Duvall finishing the last of the bioscans.
Tylus?
That would be out of the ordinary, right?
Definitely. Yeah, no, I'm glad you're feeling better. Shame about the issues with communication on Discord Saturday. Okay, Wednesday is Pathfinder, Thursday is Judge Dredd, and Sunday is Transformers. Oh god, you've got a lot of game and stuff going on. Shadow Cat. Yeah, no, anyway, so good luck with your coding, Gem, by the way. I hope it goes well. Oh, actually, 2 seconds, there we are. I'll get into that in a minute.
Maybe Tylus saw something.
Yeah, I've probably said this before, Shadowcat. I never really got into Judge Dredd. Darina is fine. Oh, is that what D's short for?
Tylus, can I speak to you for a moment?
Of course. Is something wrong?
There's something happening. I may need your help. This is important.
How can I help?
When you were in engineering with Dr. Duvall, did you notice anything out of the ordinary? Or anyone?
Not particularly. Why?
I found this, hidden in a compartment down there.
That's Draconian technology. Does that mean there's a scion on board? But Dr. Duvall bioscanned everyone. Every deck, every crew member. I've seen the logs. She couldn't have been more thorough.
Someone evaded detection and planted that device.
Which would mean they've been with us this whole time. Watching, listening.
All the more reason why we have to find them.
It could be anyone.
That includes both of us.
You want me to get scanned? Better to know for sure, right? I'll admit, I was around the Scions as much as anybody.
I suppose so. I don't want to...
I would feel more comfortable if you did.
I understand.
Clear.
Now it's your turn.
Sure.
Clear.
Don't sound so surprised.
You spend plenty of time with the Scions as well. You never know.
Let's get to it. The search starts in engineering. Whoever planted the device most likely did it within the last few hours. So I'll start by running a scan, tracking everyone who came through engineering over the last day, in reverse order.
This could take forever to sort through the number of people that were in engineering.
I don't mind Max T-Rex, yeah. I don't usually do say yes on the stream, but yeah, when I have stuff in the stream chat, but no, I do not mind. Let's go for this.
Filtering for outliers. People who don't work in engineering.
Tell you what, message me on Twitch. I'll see what we can do.
Cross-referencing this list with everyone who's traveled to Hotari.
Now this is manageable.
I'll filter out the duplicates. Let's see who's left. No, this can't be right.
What?
Of the people that went to Hotari and visited engineering, it could only have been Captain Solano.
According to this, he was here while you went down to Delphi Ardu 4. Which would have been the perfect opportunity. And no one would question him. He's the captain.
I've known Captain Solano for almost my entire life. I wouldn't be here, or who I am, without his help and guidance. If this is true. If they really got him. Then this is just devastating.
I know it doesn't look good, but we don't know for sure. Not yet.
What happened when Dr. Duval bioscanned Captain Solano?
That's just it. She never did.
How is that possible?
Something more urgent would always come up. There was nothing she could do. But performing the bioscan is the only way to be absolutely sure.
That's not going to be easy. First thing I need to do is get this device to Portal.
Be careful. And good luck.
I'll need it. I've found the device.
Jedi skills, those.
Interference is gone. I have located Galvin's ship more precisely. He's in the Usonia system.
So then it worked.
This whole region was one of the most sacred for the ancient Takan. What many consider the birthplace of our civilization. See these comets and planetoids in the outer orbits? Based on their current trajectory, that's Galvin's destination. And legend tells us it's the location of what was once our largest arsenal. Not that we needed it in the late stages of the Empire, but it was there as a precaution nonetheless.
We have to somehow intercept him. How long till he arrives?
Oh, he's much too far ahead of us. We'll never arrive before he does. If Galvin and the other Scions secure the arsenal, they will become extremely dangerous. My people had such power at the height of the Empire. The Takan were as gods, keeping absolute control over countless worlds. I must speak with them directly. However, the presence of this device is worrying. It's highly likely it was placed here by a Scion, hidden among your crew. And it is unlikely this interference device was the Scion Saboteur's only trap. If we reach Galvin and the Saboteur cripples your ship, we will be at their mercy. Even my powers will not be able to protect us. Do you know who it is? They may well do more damage if left alone. Time is not on your side.
I don't know for sure. We're still investigating.
And we're losing valuable time. Bioforming was so rare in the time of the Empire that I am not able to detect if it has taken place. Whoever you suspect, proof is something you will have to provide on your own.
I'll have it. Once I've bioscanned the person I suspect. I just need to visit Dr. Duval.
Sorry I'm keeping quiet for a lot of this, but I like the story.
Told me
that you
you
did
were
enjoy.
worried about him. But I never imagined this was what was wrong.
I wouldn't be asking you if there was any other possibility.
That would explain why Solano has been too busy for a bioscan lately.
As the ship's doctor, you have the authority to declare him unfit to serve.
If you're right, this is the worst case scenario. Challenging your own captain is a tall order. Are you sure you're prepared for this? If you fail, that's it. The end of your career.
I very much agree, but no, I'm not.
I don't know if it's possible to be ready for this.
I respect the honesty. I'm in. But we can't pull this off with just the two of us. I technically have the authority to make Solano undergo a scan, but in reality, he can and will refuse to do it. We need at least another member of the senior staff to support your claim, or this could all blow up in our faces. You better think long and hard about who you can trust.
Sorry about that, just needed to check something. Dorina, have you played this before?
Down to one reactor. Thought we'd be stopped dead. At least stuck at impulse power.
The Takan enhancements must be able to brute force limited bursts of warp output.
Yeah, but they won't get to wherever they were headed at this rate. They're just limping along now.
So where does that put us?
Maybe I can answer that.
Find a working console. Hopefully that one over there. Question, how do I get through? No, let's go down this way. Okay. Avoid the crates. That'd be handy. Can anybody... oh, yeah. Remember what duck is. It's control. Oh, cool. Yeah, this story I really like. I like feeling like you're a member of the crew in the game. And these little mini games you have to do every so often is like you're actually repairing the ship, or you're actually scanning stuff for real with a tricorder. I'm finding really enjoyable. I don't know how many more playthroughs I could possibly do, but been enjoying it myself. Okay, oh, just realised I was supposed to click on something. There's a door. Where though? Usually something to hint. Oh, down the bottom. There we are. Access the Star.
I got the ship's heading.
I actually like it. You have to click on something like you would in real life.
Here. Usonia system. They might stop there.
Can we use the Zeldi's comms to signal your fleet?
Comm systems are locked.
Grab hold!
Oh. Okay. That sounded like very much an over-exaggeration there.
The inertial dampeners can barely keep up. If they keep forcing this ship to make these short warp jumps, they're going to tear it apart.
Zeldi is still made by Lydian hands, despite all this Takan corruption. We'll hold.
We just gotta stay safe until Starfleet can find us.
I feel really short standing next to him. I like that switch there.
Your people. Is there somewhere you go when you die?
Life after death? No.
Excuse me.
On my homeworld, some people think they can cheat death in a way by joining with the Trill symbiont. But that's not a life to me.
What about you?
Is there another plane of existence for you? With every passing battle, as I get older, I think about it more.
We only get one life to live. I'm not counting on anything coming after I close my eyes for the last time.
Then you may never understand this, but please try. My people have a special journey. When Illydians die, we rejoin our comrades, family, and ancestors.
On the parade grounds of Cirella?
That is just one part of it, but yes. Death is not the end for us. So, even if some part of Itasca remains, by letting the Takan use her body, at best we are delaying the inevitable next step for her. At worst, we are leaving her as a prisoner in her own mind. You want to save the transformed. So do I.
Now that I've seen it happen, does it make me a hypocrite to say he has a point? What if we can't get them back? We can't leave them like that, right?
I think Itasca would want to be released.
I know it's awful to think about, but if they're still alive, we can still try to help them. We lose that option once they're dead.
I had a sister, a twin. It's very rare among the Trill.
You never told me that.
She was one of the youngest hosts to ever join with the Symbiont. A sentient creature that lives in our body. It's considered a great honor. The Symbiont can bring centuries of knowledge and wisdom to the host. But sometimes, the Symbiont personality suppresses the host entirely. My sister was the closest person in the world to me. I knew she would be different after joining. But she drew more and more distant. The room we shared growing up was foreign to the both of us. And eventually she, or whoever she'd become, cut me out entirely. So I left for Starfleet and swore I'd never go back. I couldn't stand the thought of seeing her. Someone who looked like my sister.
You should try to see her again. When all this is over. Maybe things have changed for her after you've been away for years.
I couldn't go back. Not now.
You remind me of Itasca.
I do?
Bonds are not made by what runs through your veins, but the blood you spill together. Itasca was my family in that way. I want you to know there is nothing I won't sacrifice to win this fight. But if we're lucky enough to survive, I'd be honored if you'd count me as one of your tribe. As Itasca was.
Even a couple of engineers like us?
I don't need to wait that long. We've bled together. No one else will know what we've been through. That makes us a tribe. Right here.
I'll take that.
They not cease this madness.
What is this place?
Is that the Veskar?
Another one of yours?
Not anymore. They've corrupted it. Just like the Zeldi.
Now there are two ships. Did this just get better? Or worse?
It certainly doesn't bode well for the crew of the Veskar. So many lives stolen.
Yeah, those lines were very good. I will get to chat in a minute.
It's worse. This is definitely worse.
Thanks. That really helps.
This doesn't look like the Aphelion. What are they doing here?
You don't think they're just meeting their buddies?
Maybe, but then why are their buddies here?
Prepare for transfer. The storm. It's back. What happened?
Hold on. Scanning. Metric radiation is dropping. The Zeldi's dropped to minimal power levels.
It's running off just the one warp core now.
That means...
They've sent the Cartabula to that other ship.
Well, let's get aboard that ship, I suppose. So I'm just going to pause at that for that. I just want to catch up with chat a second. yeah, we did find a traitor. Yeah, no, it was society. Yeah, Star Trek is full of treachery and betrayals. Yeah, yes, it is, I suppose. Um, yeah, the line about the bonds was pretty cool. I did like the chat, and being somebody who has watched Star Trek for a few years, that bit about the Trill Society and getting the perspective of a sister of somebody who's got a symbiont, and that conversation was really, really good. Sorry. From Jem, I always had an issue with that, of how much corrupt society in Star Trek was and how hypocritical, presenting themselves as so civilized and had advanced. I don't know if I ever had a problem with it, but it came up so often. And what was a quote from DS9? It's easy to be a saint in paradise when you're sitting behind a desk in San Francisco or somewhere on Earth. Probably you've got to head off. It was fun chatting with you again, Ben. And I will be trying to watch more Star Trek from now on. See you later. And see you later. You've got that, Jem? Yeah, no, thank you for popping in. It's nice to be nice for you to be in. I'm just trying to think. Send you off was a recommendation for Star Trek. Oh, I did like Deep Space Nine myself. That's my personal favourite. But there's two newest shows of Star Trek. Strange New Worlds, which I would say is very traditional Star Trek type of program, and it's very, very similar to what Jem is just saying, the TOS, the original series, and similar to the Next Generation, some of the early shows. But it is more of a modern. It's a more modern show. It's done with it's been put out today, so it doesn't necessarily look quite as dated as the original series does. Not that that's a bad thing. Jem recommends TOS, and if you want some comedy, some adult comedy, Lower Decks. Very fun, and it's a animated series, that one. But yeah, see you later and enjoy. Anyway, back to the show, and thank you for popping in. Mutiny on the Resolute, not on the Bounty. See you later. Live long and prosper.
Something wrong, Captain?
No, nothing's wrong. In fact, I was just going to call for you. I'm needed down in engineering. The bridge is yours.
Not sus at all. And recommendation from YouTube. Yeah, Strange New Worlds is good. Okay. I know who I did last time. I want to go for somebody slightly different this time. So let's go...
Lieutenant Bedrosian, a word, please.
Yes, Commander. What can I do for you?
Listen, the captain may have been compromised.
What?
I have every reason to believe he has been bioformed, and is now actively working against us.
Hold on. This makes no sense. Did Portal do something to you?
I'm dead serious. Someone is sabotaging the mission. They planted a Taconian device in engineering. Captain Solano was in engineering while we were on Delphi Ardu-4, and he purposely evaded Dr. Duval's bioscan. He's not Captain Solano anymore. He's a Scion.
Which would make you Captain. So you're saying you're taking command of the ship? Because if you are, that's one hell of a bold move. And you better be absolutely sure you have your facts straight.
As First Officer, it is my duty and responsibility to protect the interests of the ship and its crew when the captain has been compromised.
I get that part. I read the manual. But without proof, you're talking about mutiny.
I have Duval's support. We're going to ask the captain to undergo a bioscan. When he refuses, I need you to back me up.
Back when we were on the shuttle, you chose my safety over the lives of a dozen Illydians. I've wondered again and again if I deserved that. If you made the right call. But if it's why I'm here now, able to help you save the Resolute, maybe the whole Federation, then I'm glad you did. So, my answer is yes. I'm with you no matter what. When do we act?
Now. Dr. Duval is already on the bridge.
All right. I'm ready.
I will get back to chat in a minute. But it looks like Gemma Grease was my choice there, number one. It was a very big change.
Captain Solano.
Commander Rydek, we need to talk about... Doctor? What brings you to the bridge?
Just a bit of housekeeping. You owe me a bioscan, Captain.
I don't have time for that right now.
It will only take a moment. I can't put this off any longer.
You can, and you will.
A bit of a music change.
All you'll find is that I'm quite reasonably under stress given the circumstances, and you aren't making it better. I'll find you in sickbay when I'm good and ready. Or, if you're gonna stand in the way of the mission, I can find you in the brig instead.
It's merely protocol, Captain. All officers that touch alien soil have to be bioscanned.
I know the protocol. It's not more important than chasing down these Taconian marauders.
Commander Rydek is right, Captain. We all have to follow the rules.
What is this?
We need you to comply with the scan, Captain.
That's enough. Drop this. All of you. I'm giving you a direct order, Commander Rydek. Stand down and go back to your post. Now. Do not make me tell you again. I've been a starship captain since before you were in the academy. I won't stand for this.
I'd follow that order, if you were actually Captain Solano.
Well then, there's only one thing left to do. Security to the bridge. Arrest Commander Rydek.
They were here very quick.
Conspiring with the enemy and mutiny.
Get back. Give her a chance to speak. Let's hear what she has to say.
That's enough, Lieutenant Petrosian. Step aside or you'll join her in the brig.
No.
This is not Captain Solano. He's been bioformed. He's a Scion.
You're out of your mind.
She can prove it.
Something to click on.
He sabotaged our efforts to track Galvin with this. He planted it in engineering while we were down on Delphi Ardu 4.
Lies! Perpetrated by the only Takan in our midst, Portal 6-3. He's actively trying to divide us from within.
Captain Solano has refused to be bioscanned because he knows it will reveal he's a Scion.
Take her to the brig, or I'll do it myself. Oh!
Ooh. To be honest, he had that coming.
Wait! Stand down! That's an order!
What is the meaning of this? Everyone hold until we get answers. This cannot happen on the bridge of a Federation starship.
I can prove I'm right if you just give me a chance. If I'm wrong, then I will face the consequences.
If you're wrong, there's no coming back from this.
I'm going to settle this once and for all.
Nah, definitely no Scion.
Commander Rydick was right. Captain Solano has been compromised. He's been bioformed into a Takan.
As the Chief Medical Officer of the USS Resolute, I'm relieving Captain Zachary Solano of command.
Take him to the brig.
I don't know what I expected, but not this. I can't believe I shot the captain. I don't think Starfleet likes it when you do that.
They definitely don't like it when you do that.
It doesn't look good.
I didn't see it coming either.
I didn't have time to think. I just had to act.
Sometimes your gut instinct is all you have to go on. We're all safer for it.
Yeah. That's good.
Yeah, it was very, very close. Oh, you off now, Jem? Yeah, it was nice seeing you. Sorry, just 2 seconds. I'm going to catch up with chat a second. Oh, yeah, no problem. You're going to go to bed finally. What's it, nearly midnight over there now? Anyway, I think I've missed a message from D. Oh yeah, on your Transformers games on my Sunday night Transformers game is fun Autobots and G.I. Joe with some Decepticons and Starscream and Cobra versus Starscream and Cobra. I don't know Starscream, but I know Cobra and Datacons. Sounds very intriguing. Yeah, 11:30 in Greece. Yeah, so Jen, any news from the future that will help me in life before you go to bed? Don't feel like I should sit on that yet.
Set course for the Usonia system. Maximum warp. It's time to face Galvin.
Yes, Commander. Sorry. Captain. On your command.
Engage us.
Do it.
Actually, that gave me goosebumps. Probably been a Star Trek fan for too long. Nah, you can never be a Star Trek fan for too long. Ooh, hedgehog.
We're taking fire! Red alert! All hands to battle stations. Shield status.
Set to maximum, but
Don't
with the
need to
algorithms
replace-
compromised, they may not do much.
Captain, that other Elydian ship is here.
The Zeldi?
Thanks for the advice there. Don't need to.
We're outnumbered.
Don't eat a place called mums. Don't drink other place called pups, and don't eat anything bigger than your head. Definitely good. Good predictions for the future. I missed that one.
Invasive maneuvers.
Aye, Captain.
The Vescar's warp engines are powering up.
Oh, that's bad.
Our warp engines are offline.
Oh.
That must have been their goal. They didn't want us to chase the Vescar.
According to my readings, they also took the Cartabula with them.
That doesn't sound good.
They're not breaking off. We have to destroy the Zeldi before it destroys us.
Diaz and Edsalar still over there?
They'll need to evacuate.
Okay.
Come on.
I almost have it.
They gotta know we're here. Hurry.
Yeah.
You got it?
They don't know you. They're gonna forget about you.
Diaz to Resolute.
We read you, Diaz.
This is Ermot. It's good to hear your voice. Is Edsalar? Is she with you? Everyone wants to know.
She's right here. She can tell you herself.
I'm not dead yet.
Very good, Petty Officer.
Get us out of here?
I can't transport you out while the Zeldi's shields are up. Our phaser fire won't even get through. Is there another way off that ship?
We'll find a way.
Whatever you do, you'll have to be quick about it. Because we can't give you much more time. We can't evade the Zeldi forever.
Where there's a will, there's a way. We just need to find a will.
We're gonna have to get out of here the old-fashioned way.
Elydian ships have no escape pods.
We can leave out that cargo bay we transported to before. But then there's the vacuum of space to contend with.
Those freight containers. Maybe we could use those to make an escape pod?
Is that even possible?
We're gonna make
I'm
it
sure it is.
possible.
Of course it's possible.
Unless you have a better idea.
Let's go.
Let's do it.
I've polarized the hull plating. That should allow us to take a few more hits.
Definitely references to the Enterprise there.
Enemy phaser impact
And
dissipated.
TV show.
Heading, Captain?
Is there any other options for attack patterns? Let's go for attack pattern
Attack
BT.
pattern Beta 3. Circle around that asteroid and come back firing.
Aye, Captain.
So far seems like a good idea.
Zeldi, in range.
Oh, yeah.
Fire!
Oh, I thought that was
Zeldi's
good for me.
shields down to 82%.
Well, I'll take it. Could be better, but I'll take it.
We're doing damage, but they're hitting us right back. We'll run out of hull before we penetrate their shields.
Perhaps I can be of assistance.
Oh, hello there.
I can modify your impulse engines to amplify their meager output and avoid more of their attacks. But I will need full access to your propulsion systems.
That goes against dozens of Starfleet regulations.
It's not a security risk if the alternative is destruction.
To me, it's simple. You can take this beating and hope you can weather it. Or will you put your trust in me?
Yeah, I would definitely settle for Will Riker at the
least
moment.
you can do is put your faith in me.
Commander Ermot, give Bortle access to the propulsion systems. You're going to have the ship in your hands. Don't let me down.
This will take a moment.
Fancy glove there. I don't think that's very Federation colours. Not bad colour if you're an Argyle fan, but
Your ship has let up its fire.
That gives us some time.
All right. One of these freight containers should do the trick.
Be quick.
We need one big enough for all of us to fit inside.
Find a sturdy
Something we can
container
make
for the
airtight.
escape pod.
Damn it, not this one.
Okay, let's try this one then.
Not enough room for the big guy.
It might have to duck, but it's not too bad. That doesn't look good though.
No way this will hold up in a vacuum.
Yeah, about the same side as the other one.
Oh, here we go. This will work.
Okay, that one then.
Great, but it's not airtight yet.
No problem. We'll just seal it up.
This container is extremely heavy. Even with the containment field open, it won't leave the bay quickly. I'll find something to accelerate our exit.
Push it hard, maybe? I don't know.
Glancing blow. Very little damage.
I cannot keep this up for long.
Their phaser banks are recharging. Now's our window. We have to strike back.
I agree.
Their next barrage could be our last. Better make this count.
Target their weapon systems. Take the teeth out of their bite.
That could make them run. Just like the Veskar, we'd lose Diaz and Etzelar again. Hit their engines. We've already lost the Veskar.
We need to protect ourselves first.
Target their weapon systems.
Hi, Captain. Firing torpedoes.
I feel like I made the wrong decision there.
Whoa. We gotta move it now.
These will give us the push we need.
Those are explosives.
We'll ride the blast right out of here.
A bit of surfing. Why not?
All set.
I'll set the containment field to deactivate, and then run back. We can detonate by remote.
We'll need to seal the doors from inside the container once we do.
Before all the air sucks out of the cargo bay.
Let's do it. Oh, definitely the best looking runners
Just
ever.
a few more moments.
Hurry!
What are they doing in there?
5, 4, 3, 2. There. Okay, she's a bit more sturdy than the rest of them.
Please, help me!
No. The Takan get what they deserve.
Don't leave me to die.
I don't know. Can we really leave her?
We can't. We don't have the time. We have to seal ourselves in.
This
God, I
ship
feel bad.
has no weapons! Sidran's going to ram it into your Federation ship!
Please, Amenta.
Oh,
It's not her.
no. I know it's not.
Carter, we have to seal the doors.
Don't leave me!
Get this lifeboat off the ship before it can crash
Make me
into
feel
Resolute.
guilty for doing this.
deploy to Resolute.
I have the away team.
Go ahead.
We're about to exit.
We see the cargo bay containment field is deactivated.
Get that tractor beam ready.
Zeldy's coming about.
They're going to charge the Resolute.
A direct collision would be catastrophic.
We can't wait any longer. We have to fire.
Captain, they're almost out of there.
We need to act fast. Hold all fire! Get out of there, Petty Officer.
Captain James
Do it
Rice
now.
here would never leave anyone behind. Oh, mostly.
Done!
Ready?
Detonate!
Is anybody else thinking TARDIS for a second?
We're out. I have them on sensors. Tractor beam activating.
Locked on and ready to fire.
Fire!
You know, from that front angle for a second, it almost made me think of Romulan ships. Cool.
Tractor beam's locked on. We have them. They'll be pulled into the docking bay shortly.
There's something else. I tracked a transporter signal to the planetoid moments before the Zeldy detonated.
Sidron.
There's a Takan structure there. It's the reason they were here. It's the reason we are here. Now.
I have to see it for myself. We'll go there together.
I had assumed as much.
Is this the Takan arsenal Galvin was after?
Legend says this region once held the sacred mysteries of the Takan Empire. Our greatest treasure. Our most fearsome technology.
I want a full security detail. Westbrook, Bajosian, you're with me. Mr. Ermont, you have the con.
Wait. You're not the first officer anymore. The captain is supposed to stay with the ship. I'm surprised Lieutenant Bedrosian didn't raise that first.
I thought Captain Rydek knew what she was doing.
You're right. But this is too important for me to sit out. You'll just have to make sure nothing happens to me down there.
Of course, Captain.
We'll deal with the first officer vacancy when we return. Until then, Mr. Ermont?
Yes, Captain.
Dave, do you mean the Star Trek Adventures RPG? When you say it'd be nice if they're a playable race in the RPG? Because yeah, I would definitely like to see more of a race or a race. Which I had a mind blank on the other half, other part of a race. She's part of the human, I
High
believe.
alert, everyone. The enemy could be anywhere. Follow my lead.
Ooh, looks a bit chilly. Find Sidron.
Short mission, right?
That's the plan.
I'm no security officer. I'll do my best to make sure nothing happens to you, Captain.
Yeah.
lasers should make quick work of the ice.
I suppose in theory you could still play them. You'd have to talk to your GM, of course, and work it out with them. But yeah, and see if they could come up with some traits, or not traits, but specific stuff for them. But yeah. Actually, it would be nice to have like a computer game, video game. It's like a side book, for like species and stuff like these. And if there's any Star Trek Online like species that do not have
another Takan vault.
I don't see a way in.
Vault in the mines was already open.
There must be some way to activate it.
Portal, can you open it? It is a Taconian vault.
I thought you'd never ask.
And what about saying abracadabra? 3 knocks, maybe? Thank you.
Welcome.
Oh, yeah.
Better to keep it simple. Sometimes the answer is staring you right in the face.
Thank you. Definitely easier this way.
Looks pretty. I just need my golden throne now and I can sit up at the top. Rule over my people.
Spread out. Let's see what we can find. And stay on high alert. You don't know where the Takan that beamed down here could be.
Spread out. Both of them head the same way. But to be honest, probably there's only other one way other than jumping over the front there.
You will need my help, Commander.
How so?
Traversal here is trivial for a Takan, but only a Takan. When you come across a device you cannot use, merely call my name.
Will do. Thank you.
Investigate the vault. Okay. We're going to have a talk in a minute, but let's see what's on the left side first. There we are. Let's look out first. Oh, not spacebar. Left click.
This pattern resembles the transporter device Petty Officer Maris used to escape the Resolute. Portal 6-3?
You wish to make use of this device?
It's a transporter of some kind?
It allows Takan to move through space instantly a short distance. Very convenient. I will activate the system for you.
Thank you. Oh, I think I remember this.
Where does it go?
I'm not sure. The markings here must be from after my time.
Well, only one way to find out.
True. Okay. Investigate the vault. Okay, that's... What's this one down there?
Portal?
The
What
way
is
down?
that void down there?
Space, folding upon itself. A fairly simple concept.
For a Takan, perhaps?
I advise against falling in.
Yeah. Why not? Okay, where's that portal thing? Not portal thing, transporter thing. Okay. Doesn't need to go... Let's go now. Yeah, let's go this way first. Let's go travelling. Okay. So, let's try that one. That's the only other one on here. See where that takes me. Up here. It don't necessarily take you where you think. Things facing the same direction. Let's try this one. Okay. Where? Oh. I'm presuming we were... Oh. Yeah, that's where we were. Okay. I'm going to try this one. Didn't actually expect to go up to this one. We want to go up there. What other... Hang on, is that the only... Okay. That's the only portal here. Or the transporter. So that's not good. Okay. Can't remember which one we used, so let's try this one. Let's get us there. There's two other options. Let's try that one. I think we're here. And my crew have come with me, yeah. That's convenient. Tricorder, collect data. Okay. Come across these these things before. Okay, contains vast amount of Draconian data. Contents unable to be translated. Okay, so we need a dictionary. Can I get... No, I had a feeling you couldn't. Okay, extreme high particle density, impassable with current Starfleet technology. Okay. Oh, don't mean to walk backwards. I think those are scannable.
Soil. Just soil. It's not from this planet, nor any planet in the Federation database.
Soil for this planet not recorded in the Federated database requires further investigation.
Why is this here?
This is soil.
Grow
for
plants?
your homeworld. Our capital system. This isn't an arsenal. It's a temple of the ancients. Sacred ground to the Takan. I took my oath as a guardian of the Empire in a place just like this. You cannot imagine the look of pride in my parents' eyes as they said goodbye. Forever. Sorry. This is the first I've seen of anything new from the Takon Empire in a very long time. I'm sure you're familiar with the feeling, that sense of loss. I thought I was ready for it, but it cuts to the core of your being.
I totally understand that feeling. It's unavoidable and inescapable no matter what you do.
Yes, it's that distant but familiar feeling that's forever just out of reach.
Can you use this to find out more about what Galvin is after?
Can anybody
the
translate?
Information's encrypted. I can only discern that it's a warship. No.
Yeah.
It's the Aphelion. Perhaps the most powerful Taconian ship ever built. I can't access the full file, but looking through the ship's schematics, it appears to be equipped with some sort of experimental, highly advanced transporter technology.
Transporter technology? For what?
Captain, you better come see this.
Okay. That's right, like those transitions to them being in other places. It's been really nice, that. Okay. Well, oh, I was thinking, what am I looking at? But it's expecting me to move. Ooh. Another shot.
There are more up ahead.
From the looks of it, I'd say someone left in a hurry.
Probably right around the time we showed up.
Interesting design. Sounds nice. Plenty more people.
I've seen these before. In the other vault. And if all of those are the same as this, then there must be
Hundreds of millions, if not billions. All that remains of the Takon civilization. Distinct person, encapsulated in crystalline form, preserved for all eternity.
You thought this was an arsenal. And in a way, you're right. This is how they rebuild the Takon Empire, and bioform billions of innocent people.
That seems to be the case. What you have to understand is, these life forms were preserved for the benefit of the Takon civilization, as a means of safeguarding the health and well-being of any Takon, should they fall prey to illness or injury. They were never intended to be used for this purpose.
There you are wrong.
Hello there.
This was always their purpose, to restore the glory that was lost. Congratulations on your first victory in battle, Captain Rydek. You killed a great many of my compatriots, some that I've known for millennia. Are you proud of how much death you've caused? Each Takon life is precious, irreplaceable. Centuries of knowledge and culture, lost with each one you murder.
Your friends died because of you. If you hadn't attacked us, there could have been a peaceful solution.
I've seen the kind of results diplomacy gets in this era. You can hardly blame me for wanting a quicker result. Thankfully, I don't have to convince you of anything. We'll all be on the same side soon enough.
You can't just bioform whoever you want. Not without a fight.
But that's just it. There won't be a fight. In fact, most won't even know what's happened. 1 minute you're standing there as you. The next you're standing here as one of us.
He's talking about mass transformation. That's what the Aphelion was built for.
Transporter. It'll reconstitute your DNA and bioform you into a Takan in the blink of an eye. This is what they'll use as ammunition.
In a manner of speaking, yes. Of course, that's the simple version. But the end result will be the same.
You're talking about a crime against sentient life on a mass scale.
Or an evolutionary process, where the strongest and most capable survive. The Aphelion is on its way here as we speak. Now it's only a matter of time. You can't delay that which is inevitable. Which makes your next decision fairly simple, brother. You are, after all, a portal.
I am.
Your sole purpose is to serve as a guardian of the Takan Empire. But you stand here surrounded not by your fellow Takan, but by members of the Federation. By people who deny our fundamental right to exist. You swore an oath to protect the Empire. And I can only assume that's why you're here.
There is only one true Takan here, and that's Portal. You're a scion, a disgrace to the memory of the Takan, brought back through unnatural means.
I only tolerate your presence so long as you continue to amuse me. Which side are you on?
Doesn't like that.
Captain Rydek, long-range sensors suggest a massive spacecraft approaching in the distance.
The time has come. I hope we speak again, brother.
Estimated time to contact, 6 minutes and counting.
We can't stay here. We have to get back to the ship.
And we have to preserve these souls. We must take them back to your ship.
Those crystals are ammunition to be used against us. We have to destroy them. Bombard the site from orbit.
I'll decide, once we're safely aboard the Resolute. For to transport.
Oh, God. The thing is, I suppose they are beings. They're living there in stasis, I suppose.
You have to hear me out, Captain. I've always stood by you. I committed mutiny for you. But if you bring those things on board, I'll have no choice but to resign.
If they're taken to the Aphelion, they will be forced into new bodies, brought back to life in a way they never asked for.
They're not living beings, but they're still dangerous. And if you don't make decisions to protect us, we're gonna end up like Solano. You, me, the entire crew. We're all next.
Uh.
2 minutes and counting. It's headed straight toward the vault. The Aphelion is coming into view now, Captain.
On screen.
arrival at the
Looks
second
like
vault
a
in less than a minute.
ant's tail, or back of an ant.
I would remind you, those life forms are Takon, not science. Takon. They're not your enemy.
Right or wrong, history will judge you for this moment.
Damn it. Can't do it.
Transport the storage crystals aboard the Resolute.
Did I hear that right?
That's an order.
The storage crystals are on board in our cargo bay.
Thank you. I won't forget this.
Could you get them into
I
some
hope
kind
you
of android?
realize what you've done. We don't need another captain who's gonna risk our lives just to feed their ego. This ship and this crew come first.
Lieutenant.
She has to hear it.
This isn't about me. It's our duty as Starfleet officers to protect life, wherever and however we find it. And I couldn't let them fall into Galvin and Sidron's hands. I had to do it this way.
And to think, I used to look up to you.
The Aphelion is targeting us, approaching rapidly.
They hit us with that bioforming ray, and it's over. Maximum warp. Get us out of here.
Where, Captain?
Anywhere but here. Now!
Engage. Homecoming. Ooh.
There they are!
You did what had to be done with the Tasker. I know you held out hope, but it's what she would have wanted. Itasca can rest now. Even if I wavered in the moment. It wasn't a question of time. It was about freeing Itasca.
I wish I could have found a way to save her.
You did.
No surprises here. But your shoulders separated. If you come with me to sickbay, we can get you fixed up in no time.
Thank you. I'll find you afterwards.
You two, check in at your stations. This thing isn't over yet.
Okay, let's get going. Homeward bound. Oh, let's get going.
I can't believe it, but I'm actually looking forward to seeing Chovak. Not that I'd expect this kind of welcome from him, but I can just imagine the look on his face.
Oh, come on, he's got to give us some credit for all we've done.
We'll see. Then again, if he doesn't, that's just Chovak being Chovak.
Our chief engineer. If anybody doesn't know.
I can't believe it. You evaded the Takon, ejected their warp cores, and lived to talk about it.
Ta-da!
That about sums it up.
They're gonna be teaching this at the Academy for years to come. I mean it. Everybody's gonna learn how you pulled it off.
Yeah, when they do, make sure they get my name right. D-I-A-Z. Diaz. Edsalars too.
I'm sure no one will forget. I heard about Belle. Is Miranda...
As far as we know, she's still out there.
Well, I know Captain Rydek will do her best to get her back.
Hold on. Rydek? What about Captain Solano?
He was turned into a Takan. Rydek had to take over. She's a hell of an officer, but none of us have been up against anything like this. No one has.
Is that for the
Not
game,
in half a million years.
I guess there's never a dull moment around here, huh?
You telling me it's not always like this?
Not if we can help it.
Talk to you later.
It is agreeable to see you again.
Is that so?
It was by no means a certainty that you would return to duty here.
It is agreeable to see you as well, sir.
I concur.
You should know your absence has left engineering terribly short-handed. During your sojourn, this department has fallen unacceptably behind schedule on both regular and irregular duties.
There's been a whole lot of irregularity going around.
I am stating facts, not looking for excuses.
Seems like you could use some help around here. We're ready to go to work.
I'd like to catch my breath for at least a few minutes, Carter.
Maybe not.
Normally, I would assign you to one of the many pressing repair tasks. But, given your experience on board the Zeldy, I have suggested you join the senior staff briefing as we determine our next course of action.
Yeah, no problem. I'll hopefully get that sorted. Oh, master volumes up, sound effects. I think sometimes I turn it down so I don't end up blowing my ears out, is the honest truth. Actually, let's sort my OBS quickly. That might help us a little bit.
You can commence your maintenance shift afterwards.
Very kind of you. They're setting a... By the way, thanks for the heads up. Oh, 2 seconds. Need to get to the lovely chat back. So hopefully I can see all your lovely faces. Sorry, 2 seconds. Let's get this one done.
I tended to an Illidian earlier. Major Sarlet Arminta.
Ah, yes. I met him at the negotiations.
I never would have imagined I'd be here, on the same ship, working together with our oppressors. But now that I am, I can imagine a future where the Hotari and Illidians are no longer enemies. I always hoped for peace, but it seems so far away. There's still a lot of bad blood. Maybe too much.
Well, if there's any way I can help, let me know.
I'll take you up on that. It's good to have the support of a Starfleet captain, I'm sure.
It's coming along nicely.
If that's any better, Dee,
Thank you,
please
Titus.
tell me.
I'll take it from here.
If it needs any more help. Any more changes.
We're almost done.
I have to brief Ambassador Spock in a few minutes.
Ambassador Spock can wait.
But it's Spock.
You have some fences to mend.
I can't wait.
Personally, I'm against the needless destruction of innocent life forms. So I'm glad you transported the Draconian crystals onto the ship. But Lieutenant Bedrosian obviously feels otherwise. And right now, you need the full support of your bridge crew. Being an effective leader requires trust. But an issue as divisive as this can create discord.
I still need and value contrary opinions. I don't want everyone agreeing with me when they feel otherwise.
Oh, you'll know when Lieutenant Bedrosian doesn't agree with something. She's not shy about making her opinion known. It's been a chaotic last few days for everyone. You need to name a new first officer in preparation for what's coming. You'll have to work to regain Lieutenant Bedrosian's trust, but if she's removed from consideration, it comes down to Westbrook or Ermot. Obviously, there are pros and cons with each, but ultimately, the decision is yours. Commander Westbrook has seniority and was hoping to be Captain Solano's first officer. Ermot has the knowledge and experience that makes him more than qualified. You really couldn't go wrong with either of them.
To be honest, Lieutenant Bedrosian feels like the perfect fit for the position.
I would otherwise agree. But given what happened, that'll take some work on your part. You're as good as new.
Thank you, Dr. Duvall.
Always nice to have a captive audience. You really shouldn't keep Ambassador Spock waiting.
Captain.
I'll meet you inside.
I'm here to officially tender my resignation from the crew of the USS Resolute. I cannot in good conscience continue to serve aboard this ship, not while the interests of the enemy take precedent over the safety of the crew.
Lieutenant, we both know how much we need your help and expertise for the coming conflict. I have no one to replace you.
I understand, Captain, and I apologize, but my heart is not in it any longer, and to stay would be a disservice to us both.
My door is always open if you change your mind.
I appreciate that.
We'll have Ambassador Spock via subspace shortly.
Thank you, Mr. Armand.
I'll notify Lieutenant
I should
Bedrosian
have
we're
said
about to begin.
denied, but
that won't be necessary.
Petty Officers Diaz and Edsalar have first-hand experience with our adversaries. I thought it advantageous for them to join this briefing. I understand this is unusual, but I trust you have no objections?
Talk about moving up in the world. Not that I'm surprised in the least.
Excellent idea, Mr. Chovak. They deserve to be here.
In all seriousness, what Diaz and Edsalar accomplished aboard the Zeldi is nothing short of remarkable. They're both to be commended, not only for surviving against incredible odds, but for helping our efforts against these scions.
You know, Carter deserves most of the credit. None of us would have made it without his help. We'd all be bioformed by this point.
Well, I could say the same thing about Edsalar here. She deserves as much of the credit as I do.
It's like a mutual admiration society.
Ambassador Spock is ready for you.
Put him through.
Captain Rydek, your recent change in station certainly warrants mention, and I trust you to faithfully execute your expanded duties. Right now, we must keep our attention on the clear and present danger that lies ahead, the Takan and their warship. The closest populations are the Hotari and Elydian systems, and they are likely the first targets for mass bioforming. After that, lies Federation space. I have advised Starfleet Command to send an impromptu battle group to intercept and assist you, but that will take time. You are our first line of defense. And with our shield algorithms compromised, we are at a great disadvantage. Of course, you know that as well as I do.
We can take them on ourselves. We've already had some success against the Takan. We destroyed one of their modified Elydian ships, the Zeldi, in combat.
That was not a true Takan warship, was it?
No.
Remember, our strength is drawn from our ability to work together towards a common goal.
Have we made any progress in finding a way to defend ourselves from the Aphilion's bioforming weapon?
Currently, our shields will not protect us, but I am compiling all of the information the away team gathered on the Zeldi and cross-referencing it against our own as well as Portal 6-3's methods.
The away team is sitting right here. They survived without getting bioformed, so we know it's possible. So, what's the secret? How do we defend ourselves? Is there a weakness we can exploit? Something we can do to avoid getting bioformed?
I wish I could tell you the solution, but the truth is, there is no easy answer. There's no defense against bioforming, one-on-one or on a mass scale. At least, not that I know of.
We may not be able to stop it, but it might be possible to slow it down. It's too soon to say for sure, but we've had some promising indications that Duridium can delay the bioforming process.
Duridium?
It's not a cure. It's not going to bring anyone back we've already lost. But Duridium is a cell stabilizer, so it has the potential to slow down the onset of physical and mental changes, if not entirely prevent them. And we might be the only ship in the fleet with this much Duridium on hand. In fact, a lot of ships wouldn't have any.
I'll forego the rest of my treatments, if it means the crew will be safe.
Captain, you'd die.
That's an honorable intention, but it's not that simple. It requires a much larger dose to be effective. We don't have enough Duridium on board to protect the whole crew. We barely have enough to protect everyone in this room.
Sounds like it won't do us much good then.
The use case I'd suggest is that it could buy a little time for an officer or a small group to complete a task or mission. But it has to be taken at the moment of exposure to the bioforming mechanism.
Prepare a delivery method for this remedy.
That raises the question. What is the mission?
Assuming the Aphelion uses shields of some kind, I don't expect it will be easy to bypass their defenses.
We may not be able to block the Aphelions' attack either. But if they do strike, we know their weapon uses transporter technology. We might be able to backtrack their signal path.
Like we did to evacuate Captain Rydek from Tau.
Exactly. We could send an away team onto the Aphelion.
So we could destroy it from the inside.
I'm not exactly sure how, but that's the idea.
I think Portal could still help us. If he can't get a first-hand look at the Aphelion, he might be able to identify a weakness.
After sparing the remnants of his civilization, I should hope he'd help us.
He will.
We'll need to prepare a boarding party, if it comes to that.
Petty Officers Edsalar and Diaz are the logical choices to lead any away mission to the Aphelion. They have already crippled one enemy ship. If anyone can do so again, it is them.
This isn't like the engineering mission that took you to the Zeldi. Do you really have some special insights that a tactical team wouldn't?
Doesn't the fact that we're here speak for itself?
Just surviving won't be enough this time.
Sabotage is kind of becoming our specialty. We'll find a way to get the job done.
Well, he certainly has the swagger for it.
If this is the necessary course of action, I support it.
With the help of Portal. He should be part of the away team.
I will compile all the latest data on the tricorders, just in case.
In the meantime, I want you working on ways we can combat the Takan tech. Shields, weapons, anything we can use.
Yes, Captain.
Anything else, Ambassador?
I know this matter is in capable hands. Hold the line as best you can. Help is on the way.
Thank you. I have faith in all of you to meet this moment with the urgency it requires. I expect all of us to give it everything we've got. Thank you,
Now stop
Petty
squinting at
Officers
us.
Diaz and Edsalar. You're dismissed.
While we have a quorum of senior staff, there is a procedural element we need to take care of. The Resolute command codes must be transferred to Captain Rydek for control of the ship.
Of course.
Computer, transfer all command codes to Captain Jara Rydek. Voice authorization Ermot, Echo 4 Lima.
Voice authorization Duval. Beta 2 Yankee.
Voice authorization Westbrook. Alpha 7 Tango.
Awaiting your authorization, Captain.
Bravo. 7 for 7 and 9. Whiskey, cause, well, why not?
Voice authorization, Rydek. Bravo. 7. Whiskey.
Captain's codes transfer. The updated command structure is incomplete. Please designate a new first officer.
Who is the new first officer?
Please designate a new first officer.
Okay, there we are.
I am proud to name Commander Ermont as my new first officer, effective immediately. Congratulations.
Thank you, Captain. I promise I won't let you down.
Computer, Commander Ermont is the new first officer of the USS Resolute.
Awaiting voice authorization.
Voice authorization Ermont, Echo 4 Lima.
Authorization is now complete.
Now, if you'll excuse me, there's work to be done.
I like
Nicely
it.
done.
Definitely authorization.
I think that went well.
Captain Rydek!
Excuse me for a minute.
This is just unbelievable, unacceptable, inexplicable. To be the most senior officer on the bridge, and to be passed over again? I couldn't believe you went to Lieutenant Bedrosian with the information about Captain Solano being compromised instead of me. But this... I've never felt more humiliated.
Listen, I know you're disappointed. I would be too in your position. But considering our history and what we're up against, I had to decide what would be best for all of us. Which is why I chose Commander Ermont.
He's not even close to being first officer material. He's little more than a bureaucrat who's never set foot off the ship. That is a serious liability at a time when we need experience. Otherwise, we don't stand a chance against the Scions.
You're entitled to your opinion, but I completely disagree with your assessment. Commander Ermont is an extremely competent professional who's more than up to the task, and he'll be an excellent first officer.
You drove Bedrosian away? Now this? If you're not careful, you might not have any crew left, even if we do survive.
But we will survive.
Ridiculous.
God, that felt felt like there was some wrong answers there, but even though I feel like it was the right answers, I have a feeling I'm still near the end of the story. But fortunately, I got to get some rest this evening. So can I say thank you all for watching? I got one more stream planned of this by the looks of things. Tomorrow evening I plan, or evening UK time, I plan on doing my first playthrough of Dragon Inquisition. I will be back to Star Wars The Old Republic on Sunday evening again. And then yeah, I plan on streaming Tuesdays, Wednesdays and Sundays each week. Roughly 8 PM to, or let's say argument's sake 8:30 to 10 o'clock GMT, and I might put out some bonus streams out there in the process. Thank you all for watching. Thank you D for being here, Gemcast, Games, Max T Rex, and everybody else who has been around. Thank you all, and see you later. And yes, I definitely need to go back and watch Babylon 5. It's the bits I watched were very good. So see you later. And I suppose if I don't see you in a streamer, D, see you on not this Saturday, but the Saturday after. Or whichever stream they were role playing. So live long and prosper.